Hi, I am Fubara Eneli, and I am the CEO for Eneli International, the premier provider for biblically based success strategies. Now, I feel like most people in the world, you, as this year is ending, as you begin to plan for 2014, are going to consider making a New Year's resolution or two. And I just want to share with you 5 things to do to make sure that in 2014, your New Year's resolutions actually stick and you see the success that you intend from it, as opposed to having it laying by the wayside by day 3 of the year. Okay? So, here are the 5 things that you want to focus on and make sure that you have implemented in order to have your best year yet in 2014. The first thing is, yes, by all means, go ahead and make your resolutions. Set those goals. Decide what it is that you are committing to. What is it that you want? You know, in the work that I do, I am amazed at how many times when I talk to my clients, they're able to rattle off all the things that are wrong in their lives, but have a really hard time pinpointing what it is they truly want and being very specific with it. So this is not the time to say, I want to make more money in 2014. This is the time to be very clear and specific about how much more money you want to make, and dare I say, how much more of that money you want to keep, because you can make a lot of money and lose a lot of money at the same time, okay? So your first step for an amazing 2014 is to determine what it is you want. Go ahead and set those resolutions. Figure out what your target is. Figure out what you're going for. The second step that you want to take, very important in this process, is to figure out your why. Why do you want the things that you say you want in 2014? Why do you want that increased paycheck? Why do you want that relationship? Why do you want to lose weight? Because we all know weight loss is the number one resolution that is made in the United States of America and increasingly around the world. You know, whatever it is that you're seeking, whether it's a new degree, whether it's a new home, whatever it is that you're looking for, you're desirous of in 2014, ask yourself why. And without censoring yourself, answer the question, why? Why? What are all the different layers to the answer why for that particular thing that you say you want? Because here's the deal. If I say that one of my New Year's resolutions is to own every single Coach purse that has ever been made, and that's a goal that I write down, I cannot come up with a strong enough why for that goal to make me actually stick with that plan. Okay, to actually stick with that goal and to follow it through. Because Coach purses are just not important to me. Okay, and I don't personally see how they'll change my life or move me forward in terms of the things that are important to me. So when you start to ask and answer the question why, it's going to allow you to better clarify whether the resolutions, those goals that you have set, are actually things that are important to you, or whether you're still being driven by what other people say you should do, or what other people say you should have, or what other people say you should experience. So it's so important that you take the time to answer that question, why? Why is this important to me? And the stronger your reason why, or the more reasons you have for why you want that, the more it's going to be anchored in you, so that when the obstacles come, those whys strengthen your resolve to stick with the plan and to follow it through so that you can see the success you want. Okay? So, first was, what is it that you really want? Second is, why do you really want it? And by the way, these aren't just exercises you do in your head. You actually write this out, and you write it out in a place that's permanent so you can revisit it over and over and over again. The third thing you want to do is you want to identify, well, what's my plan? And what are my resources? Okay? So let's say it's weight loss, because again, I know that that's going to be at the top of many people's lists. Then what are your resources? Is there a gym nearby? Do you live in an area where you can go running? Maybe you already have a gym in your home. Maybe you have an elliptical machine. Maybe you have a bike. Maybe there's a class you can take. Maybe you love Zumba, or you want to take up Taekwondo. or there's something that's important to you. You love swimming and you're going to go and start swimming laps at your local pool, every day or 4 days a week. Whatever it is, identify what your resources are. What is it that you have available to you right now to advance that goal? Again, a lot of times people come from a place of lack, what they don't have. But you know what? If you're dreaming about this goal, if it's something you're giving thought to, I bet you right now you can make a list of the things that you have available to you. And that list may start off with, who to go and talk to. Someone who is in that area, in that line of work, or who has accomplished what you're trying to accomplish. Maybe your goal is to just be a more hands-on parent, and you want to go and talk to that lady in your neighborhood who seems to have it together as a parent. You like what you see in her children or in his children, if you're a male listening to this. And so you go and you seek out information. So identify your resources, people, things that you have available to you, your own money, your own talents, those kind of things, okay? And then start to formulate a plan of how do I go about utilizing these things to accomplish my goal. So you're going to create a plan. Now, in the process of of creating that plan, it is so important that you make time to identify, well, what are my obstacles? Listen, chances are that whatever goal or resolution you're making for 2014, it's not the first time that you've made that particular resolution. You've made that resolution in the past, and maybe you saw some success. Maybe you quit before you saw the success. But there's a reason why. And so you want to be fair to yourself, and you want to set yourself up for success by identifying, well, what are my obstacles? Maybe you realize that once you wake up, your day's really started and you never really are able to fit in exercise. And so for someone like you to say, well, I'll wait till the end of the day to exercise, you're lying to yourself. You're setting yourself up for failure. So perhaps for that person, you may need to look at your schedule and say, guess what? I'm going to have to wake up an hour earlier and maybe hire a personal trainer so that I have that incentive and I've carved out that time to make sure that I am consistent with my exercise regimen. Maybe you go and take a class on how to eat better, how to cook more nutritiously without all the fat and all the other things that could sabotage the work that you're doing in the gym or the exercise that you're doing, okay? So you want to identify your obstacles. And of course, for each obstacle you identify, you want to figure out, well, how do I get around that obstacle? How do I counteract it? And that is how you set yourself up for success. Okay, and then the final thing that you want to do to make sure that 2014 beats any year you've had so far is you want to identify your accountability partners or a coach. Okay, these are the people who aren't going to just say to you, oh, it's okay, you work hard anyway, maybe tomorrow. No, these are the kind of people who are going to say, get your butt off that couch. You don't deserve to sit there stuffing your face with those potato chips. You don't deserve to just watch TV and never read to expand your mind. You don't deserve to just sit at work and say, well, this is all that there can ever be for me. You have got to create a plan and implement it to go to school or to acquire new skills, even in the little free time that you think you have. So you want an accountability partner, someone who you sit down with and you say, this is my plan, this is what I'm pledging to do, and I want you to hold me accountable, and they are not cutting you any slack, okay? Now, let me just give you some tips here. You don't want that to be your spouse or someone you're in an intimate relationship with, because guess what? Those people don't want to hurt your feelings. They're more concerned about your friendship. And so they may not tell you the hard truths that need to be told. So I do highly recommend go out and find someone else, okay, who is not as emotionally invested in you, but who does care about your success, who does want to see you succeed. Or hire a coach. There is a reason why the elite athletes, the elite artists, the elite professionals, the elite business executives in the world have coaches. Why? Because you'll never get as far as you can on your own as you will with a coach. And so there you have it. 5 tips to ensure that in 2014, your New Year's resolutions actually come to pass. I know that you're probably asking for more information. Well, how do I go further with these things? Well, guess what? I've got the answer to that for you as well. Starting January 12th, I and my partner, Samyeri Dem, who is a certified yoga therapist, are offering a 1 one-of-a-kind 8-week transformation just for you. We come into your home, so you do it at your leisure, yes, but we're still going to kick your butts. It's video based, but at the same time, 6 days a week, you will have access to both of us. We're both certified coaches, and you'll have access to both of us to assist you in dealing with the things that come up day to day as you work through the program. This is a program that is going to help you transform how you think, transform what's going on with you spiritually, and transform your body to set yourself up for all the success you desire for yourself in 2014 and beyond. Now, this program typically will cost you about $1,200 a month. I mean, seriously, just to have each coach, each one of us, work with you one-on-one. But right now, through December 15th, when you register for this program, for this 8-week transformation, you can get it at the bargain price of $150 a month. So it's a $300 investment that you're making in yourself, in your life, not just for now, but for the future. I look forward to seeing you as part of this program. Feel free to go to extraordinaryu.com. That is extraordinary.com. Or go to my website at ayaeneli.com. That is AYAENELI.com, and register for this amazing transformation experience. I look forward to being a part of your life and being part of your success. Thank you.